Hey guys, I'm Mike and welcome back to the Lions Lounge. Picture the not so distant future in a highly advanced utopia known as Glitch City. Despite seeming like a perfect society though, there's a war going on between multiple factions. And in this tumultuous city, there is a haven known as Valhalla. You are Jill Stingray, and it's your job to mix some drinks and change some lives. Valhalla was a 2016 cyberpunk bartending visual novel made by Sukeban Games. Its style was heavily inspired by the PC-98 era, and it shows based on its artistic sensibilities, its soundtrack, and its over-the-top setting. Now, I'm a huge fan of visual novels, so when I first heard about this, I was like, wait, so there's a dystopian future visual novel where you play as a bartender? Valhalla's narrative presents itself in a branching dialogue tree. This branching occurs based on the cocktails that you mix for your patrons, and the more you familiarize yourself with them and the world, the more you start to understand which cocktails to make in a given situation. So today, we're going to be making one of those cocktails, the Marsblast. The Marsblast is made using 6 Bronson extract, 1 powdered delta, 4 Flannerguide, and 2 Carmatrine. Now, these ingredients obviously don't exist, but based on the cocktail's appearance and description, we're able to make some assumptions on what it could be. The Marsblast is described as being spicy, manly, and strong. So when I first read this description, I immediately thought I wanted to make a whiskey highball, particularly a Japanese whiskey highball featuring ginger beer. But I still felt that there was something missing. I wanted to capture that red hue that makes you think of Mars. And if you mix this drink in the game and give it to one of your patrons, Jamie, he describes it as being bitter and mind-numbing like war. So I wanted to include some bitter notes in the drink. After playing around with the formula a little bit, I settled on Aperol. Aperol is an aperitif that is bitter, but not quite as bitter as something like Campari. It also has notes of orange that I feel go really well with this cocktail. So without further ado, it's time for some cyberpunk bartender action. So we're gonna build this in a glass, and we're gonna add some ice. And I'm gonna give it a quick stir. What you're trying to do here is to chill the glass. Next, you wanna add 2 ounces or 60 milliliters of a Japanese whiskey. This is Toki. It's very smooth and mellow, and it complements this cocktail. It doesn't overpower the rest of the ingredients. Next, I'm going to nearly fill up this glass with my ginger beer. This is Fever Tree. This is a very spicy and delicious ginger beer. If you are trying to measure this in a different type of glass, this is going to be about 2 ounces or 60 milliliters as well. So again, nearly top it up. Leave some room for that Aperol. Next, I'm going to give this a quick stir, just to incorporate the ingredients. And then I'm going to take my Aperol, put my bar spoon like this, and I'm going to float about half an ounce or 15 milliliters of Aperol. And for garnish, I'm going to use a slice of Ruby Red Grapefruit. And there you have the Marsblast as featured in Valhalla. Cheers. This has a very interesting evolution, and by that I mean good. So it's very quick. You first taste the Toki, the Japanese whiskey, and then that quickly gives way to the ginger beer, so that spice. And then at the back of your tongue, you taste that bitter taste. And it's not bad either, it's a bitter orange. It's really quick. I mean, that ginger is ever present there, but it quickly just, on the very back of your tongue is that bitterness. So today we made a Marsblast from Valhalla. If you liked this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. If you have any cocktails you want me to make, please let me know in the comments below. I'm Mike, and thank you for stopping by the Lions Lounge. Hope to see you next time.